We have returned. And Folks is here. Oh. So let me show you. Folks has set up the trading hall and I populated it. It took a bit of time, unfortunately, because I'm bringing them over one by one, which I mean, kind of sucks to do, but to me it's the best way because you get them mixed up, and it is just terrible. Like, I didn't want them to get confused with the building blocks, but look at this. We got looting, we got projectile protection, infinity protection. This ended up being so cheap too, 20. And they got them breaking 3, 16, fortune, depth strider, aqua affinity, fire protection, sharpness, mending, silk touch, the blast protection, the respiration. Basically, we've got all of it. We've Feather Falling. We've got all the really major enchantments you need for this here. We got power 5. I even got some like weird ones, off-brand ones, just so they showed up while I was cycling through 1,000 times to try and get everything. Like flame, bane of anthropods, frostwalker. Finally got efficiency. That's where I stopped. It's not a bad one. 27 emeralds. Gonna need that quite a bit for like every tool, so glad I got that. I figured I would do sort of tier list for still got them in my offhand for what I think is the best enchantments here. Let me go over back to a clear area so I could do this. I'm not gonna do every enchantment, by the way. Just the major ones. Because I mean, there's stuff that's kind of like niche. Like, I don't consider the trait, like the trident enchantments. Those are, I don't want to. I guess they're C tier in a way, or B tier, whichever one you want to use. I'm not putting them in the lowest as like they're bad, because they're not. It's just they're not, useful as say something for your pickaxe. Let's see. Let me get some signs, but buy some mangrove, a different type of wood. Got the what? Is this like the slaying sword I used to slay the cows? The sacrificial dagger. Plunged into their hearts. Alright, it's time for the tier list. We've got S tier, A tier, B tier. I don't think, beyond like the stuff S tier and A tier. B tier, not because they're bad, not necessarily. But, I mean, we could make stuff that's like crap, too, like, that I think is just bad. Might as well, right? For some funsies. Some funsies. Alright, so first S tier. What is the best enchantment, in my mind, is Unbreaking. I think this is the best enchantment, simply because it is what you need for make anything useful. Any tool, if you're going to bother putting stuff into it, any sort of resources into it, Unbreaking 3 just gives you the most bang for your buck here, as far as making the tool useful, making sure it lasts and doesn't break. Of course, you could say mending here, and that is actually what I think is the second best one, mending. But shoot, I'm gonna need more space. I'll have to move this down. So mending is in S tier. Like Unbreaking, it works with it. The combination makes sure the tools that you're putting emeralds and levels and XP into will last. So those are kind of like, these two are the base. for what you need for, you know, a good tool. So I consider them the two best. And of course, shortly right after it is efficiency 5. Spelling it's hard, so efficiency. That's efficiency. Actually, let me just try and spell it for the hell of it. Efficiency 5. Of course, obviously, tools, building in this game, clearing stuff. You gotta do it as fast. Doing it as fast as possible is a godsend. It saves you so much time. So to me, efficiency 5, so good. One of the best. And really, these three right here are the S tier enchantments. All right, so let's go to 8. Because that is like, this is this bulk of what you're going to be doing. These enchantments. Actually, there is one we have to add into this, and that would be protection. That's would be 4. Since it's the best protection, best armor enchantment in the game. Reduces, you know, significant amounts of damage. Just general damage. It saves you so much. It is so good. And like it, once you get those on your armor, you just become invincible. Practically unkillable. It's easy mode when you've got protection. Last season, you see I got leather armor. Once I got protection 4 on all my leather armor, it didn't matter that it was leather armor for the most part. It just reduced damage so much. So those are the S tier enchantments. Let's go to the A tier. Next in the A tier, I would say Fortune is there because it just allows you to get more diamonds, more ore when you're breaking stuff. You know, gathering resources is a hugely important part of the game. So having something like this is fantastic. It's giving you more stuff. In that same vein, I would say looting 3 is another top tier. Before even sharpness, you know, for extra damage. Getting those extra drops is just so nice. And it just adds up over time so much that it is fantastic. Let's see. I'm just going through, trying to refresh my list of enchantments here. Beyond that, what would I consider really like A tier enchantment? It's hard to say. I mean, you got... This is where, like, it's kind of hard here. We got, I would say, I think Infinity is a really strong enchantment. It's like, for bows, it just makes it that you never run out. You obviously can't use something, like, I think, yeah, it doesn't work with one of these enchantments. But it doesn't matter. Oh, mending is the one it doesn't work with, but it doesn't matter. It's still super good. It just never running out of arrows. And usually, I find with ranged weapons, if you got them breaking 3 on it, they usually almost never break. It's so hard to break a bow. I guess maybe because I'm not using it enough, but when I have this on, it stays on for almost the entire thing. And I would say, let's see, sharpness 5 is A tier. Just does so many good things, and we've ran out of signs. Refresh. A tier in here, and then you've got stuff like, actually probably should put this before all of them. Feather falling 5. Just pretend that it's in front of Infinity. Feather falling is just such a good enchantment. You take so much fall damage in this game. Like, and just, dropping off stuff. Oh, this is so nice. It's so nice. I definitely need to get some feather falling in my in my boots right now. And then let's see, and really beyond that, like you can put almost everything else in B tier. So let's go to C tier. Like most of the stuff's just B tier. Like stuff I put in B tier. Let me just go through this list here as I zoom out here. Take a look here. That's Aqua Affinity would be B tier. I think the other blast protections. Actually, I'm going to make a bold prediction. I'm going to say fire protection could be an A tier. I think it's my second favorite. Behind regular protection. It's really helps. Lava is a huge killer. Like, as far as like when you die falling in lava, the fire protection has helped me out a lot. Saved my life and all my gear several times. So I usually like run one piece of armor with fire protection. And it does a lot of good. Let's see. And then like you got some Aqua Affinity, I think would be a B tier. Just it's super nice. Like I always get Aqua Affinity and Respiration because they're super good, but they're they're a little niche as far as the application. It's always nice to have. And then you got like stuff like Smite. Smite 5 I think is a very good enchantment. You can even make an argument that is A tier, but like lower A tier. Smite 5. Let's see, let me go down here. Go down the list. I see the soul speed is way too niche. I'd almost put it in a C tier. But, it works for what it is. Let's see. Frostwalker, B tier. Projectile protection, B tier. It's, can be useful, but only in specific things. Excuse me. This person doesn't agree with my tier list. Get back. Oh, shit. I don't know why I'm like spazzing out there. Alright. Respiration, already mentioned it. Very good. Thorns is C tier. Thorns is a C tier enchantment. Come at me if you disagree. But the fact that this the problem with Thorns is it does do damage to people that hit you, but it has a chance to use up your armor durability, which most of the time you'd rather just have the durability than do a little bit of damage. So let's see, we got some melee enchantments here and ranged weapons. The melee enchantments, aren't super, I think, super good. Sharpness, looting, very good for a weapon, just general damage. But let's see, we got channeling, good. That'd be B tier. Flame, B tier. Paling, B tier. I already mentioned Affinity, Loyalty, Riptide, Multi-Shot. Some of the crossbow enchantments, like I've never used crossbows. Quick Charge. I think Punch. Yeah, they're all B tier enchantments. Let's just speed it up, and then you got stuff like this for rods, fishing, which is very good if you got like an AFK setup. You can get a lot of good stuff, but that is the tier list essentially. It's everything else. Well, and of course you've got curses in C tier. Curses. Curse of Binding, Curse of Vanishing, that kind of stuff. Nobody wants that kind of stuff. It might be fun to like put it on like a armor, like if you're given to like a newer player, like here's your curse thing, like Curse of Vanishing. So they've got like one shot to make it good, and then they're done. But that's it. There's Fulks. But yeah, that's my enchantment tier list. Oh, and sneaking. Did they add that in? I put the sneak enchantment in A tier, probably. I haven't used it yet. but if it helps you build stuff, I'd put it A tier or B tier, lower B. That does sound good though. Those are my tier lists. We're gonna have to get to making some emeralds and then getting those sick enchantments. So I'll see you later, guys. Catch you on the next video.